All right. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is AVIOT Sunday Brew, the show that we do on Sunday mornings / early afternoons. We're trying to get this just in the mornings.
Yeah.
This is an offshoot of our podcast, the AVIOT podcast, AVIOT, which you can find on streaming services everywhere. So I am your
Yes.
co-host, Jay Stokes, joined by Jay Random. What's going on, Jay?
Same old, man. Sunday, you know how we do. First, what? Football starts today.
Mhm.
So, can't wait to see all these games on Red Zone. Only watch football on Red Zone, so that's what I'm looking forward to. Just sit back, relax, get back into just watching football, falling asleep on football, yelling at the TV, turning the TV off. What I do on Sundays.
Right. I'm glad you mentioned football because that's going to spiral into a whole bunch of other conversations.
Yes.
I don't know if you got the news this morning about Super Bowl for this coming season.
No.
Do you know who's performing?
No. Who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Stop it.
Kendrick Lamar has released, he tweeted
Stop it.
a video. Yep, he tweeted a video, and he is going to be performing during the Super Bowl. He also took a dig at your man Aubrey, saying, what he said? He said no second chances or no second chances or something like that. He was talking about the Super Bowl and said, yeah, only one shot, no second chances, something like that. I forgot what he
Yeah,
said.
like so many ways nobody want to hear this damn do-over shit. I hear him on that.
Right. So
Yo,
he
send me that. Send me that. I didn't see that.
well, I gotta send it to you after this is over because
Oh,
obviously,
of course. Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
yeah. No round twos. He said no round. I'm looking up right now. No round twos. That's what he said. No round twos.
Damn.
It's nice. He's in front of an American flag, throwing footballs out. I said, man, this is why you don't pick on the quiet kid.
Nah, man, you don't because he gonna milk this. And for all the Aubrey fans that screaming, get over it, let's move on. We can't because when Drake was on top, when Drake was bullying Meek Mills,
Yeah.
I mean, it was to the point that Drake was playing back to back while he was, I think, above or below the same, like the same room that Meek Mill was at. So they just kept on playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Meek Mill was in the same hotel. I think it was above him or underneath him, but he just kept on playing back to back, like
Mhm.
egging him on. So it's kind of like for Kendrick to, you just know Kendrick got to be coming out with an album because he ain't.
He has to. He has to either after the Super Bowl or before it, so people can get more familiar with the song, so he can perform that with the.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
he
nah. It's
set. He has enough for a set.
Yo, he has enough for a set, right? Number one. Number two, they were saying the reason why Kendrick hasn't really did anything because Not Like Us has garner a lot of numbers, meaning, he has enough numbers to, like better than a lot of people albums.
Yeah, I hear you. Just real quick, I want to say hi to people in the chat. Hey, IDK
Hello, hello. Yes,
on.
yes.
Hey, Kyle Yang, Jessica Collins, WSS. Hi, everyone. How are y'all doing? Like we always say, Sunday Brew. We're talking about news stories, popular stories. Excuse me, out there, but we also want to interact with those who are in the chat. But
Correct, correct.
go ahead, Random. Yeah. You were saying about the Super Bowl performance with Kendrick. Yes.
Yeah, no, yes. What I was saying was that's why I think 'cause academic was basically saying that the numbers that he pulled in for Latin for Not Like Us, it's like the equivalent of shit. I don't know, like a platinum, no, like a double platinum album. So he already made his money off of just that one song. So it's kind of like, why step on that the energy? Once the energy starts to die down, I'm pretty sure he probably come out with something. But no, that's good. He's coming out with that's good. He's doing Super Bowl.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
interesting
And
because
Barzo82, thank you, IDK, thank you for appreciating our videos. We really appreciate
thank you.
all
Yes,
out.
yes.
Yeah, you can ask us anything. Make it appropriate. Make it appropriate,
Yeah,
and we'll
exactly.
respond.
But
But yeah,
no, that's good news.
yeah, it is good news. I thought that was really cool, and I do think Kendrick's gonna deliver. He's been at Super Bowl before because remember he did it with Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
So yeah, so this is legendary. Now, not to compare, but we got to compare. How do you think an Aubrey set, aka Drake? How do you think a Drake set would be at the Super Bowl if he were to be invited to perform?
it'll be a lot of bodysuits. He stayed with the bodysuit. Should be a lot of bodysuits, weird color outfits with big pants. I don't know, just a lot of pyroglyphics going off at the wrong time, like a concert I saw. I don't know. I mean, granted, all this aside, don't get it twisted. Drake does have hits.
He
So
he does.
I guess you know what? It'd probably be more pacifying for the fans. The fans would be more at ease listening because you don't know what Kendrick gonna come out with. You don't know.
No, because
You
he has a lot of songs he could choose from, even from his features alone. And also IDK, we'll give you a shout out, IDK. Yeah, we're gonna give you a shout out. Thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for commenting. But go ahead, Ren. I'm listening.
nah.
No, we're not
MC
talking
Hammer
about.
show.
No,
MC
no, no.
Hammer had a show.
MC Hammer has a show since
Wait
when?
a minute. I remember he had a show back in the days. But yeah, so no, so that's why I think comparing the two, I guess we can never compare the two until Drake actually comes out with a Super Bowl. But I can't imagine him doing it now because
Yeah, because
I mean the weekends was good.
but him and Jay Z don't see eye to eye though, right? Or is that a rumor?
You know how it is. It's probably that that inner bickering that we may not know. We only could kind of get a sense of because he did write on Beyonce last album, not the country album, but the other album. I forgot the name of it. The one when
Renaissance?
huh?
Renaissance?
Yeah, Renaissance. Thank you. Yes.
Okay. And Dalen, thank you for your comment. I don't know who that's directed towards, me or Random, because I like Random's grades.
I'm about to say, yeah, I don't have no hair, so I know he ain't talking.
Man, listen, I just need a full beard. I need my joint to connect. My joint is still ain't connect. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, I just cut my hair. I cut my hair probably 4 days ago, and it's already growing back, and I gotta. So, it's a pain for me.
Yeah. I hear you. But yeah, not you saying okay. Wait, so Aubrey wrote for Renaissance. Did not know that.
Yes,
I did.
probably one of the best songs on the album. I love this song, and you hear it. I think it's called. Damn, it's not deeper.
Let
It's
me
not
look.
energy. I forgot. I forgot
Hey,
the name of the song, but the album was good. But yeah. He wrote for it. He wrote a song. I mean, he wrote on one of the songs. Good song too. So listen, cannot Drake. You know, the problem is we don't know who's really writing these songs. But
yeah,
I
he's credited
mean,
as a
if we gotta
songwriter.
investigate that much, then it's kind of like it takes the fun out of it. We already gotta investigate with Kendrick music as far as what does he mean? What's the double entendre going on? So, but shout out to Super Bowl. Uh, Yo, listen, can nobody say anything about Jay Z when it comes to the axe so far? He's doing a great job with the axe. No one's falling asleep.
That's very true. And
Yeah,
Drake wrote for reportedly he wrote for Heated.
heated. Thank you. Well, I
Yeah,
said deeper. Yeah, heated. It is heated. Yeah, heated is
yeah.
a good song.
He's credited as a composer on Renaissance 11th track Heated. Okay.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, good song. Good song.
Yeah. Why are y'all talking about OnlyFans in the chat? Nobody doing no OnlyFans.
Ah, oh man. So
Yo,
anyway,
tell Yo, quick sidebar. Tell
yeah,
me
yeah.
why. So, y'all, the reason why we're so messed up on our shows from last week, because I was on a bachelor's trip to Mexico. Tell me why. So, one of the guys we were with,
Hmm.
he's like a real musclehead, really, he's like a bodybuilder. And so we said he should start an OnlyFans and call it Thighs to the Sky.
Thighs the sky.
Thighs to the Sky.
Who gonna watch that? Who's
Listen,
going? Who's
you'll
looking
be
at that?
surprised. You'll be surprised what people will watch our OnlyFans. Listen, you got people that are in the feet. I guarantee you got people that are in the thigh meat. Like I seen the YouTube videos, they have like compilations of different female reporters, and they literally be thirsting over their thigh meat.
Damn, yo, I know this lady that my wife says she doesn't follow, but she saw this lady has a OnlyFans, and I think she makes 50,000 a year, or is it 500,000 a year for just farting?
What?
Farting, yes, you heard me. You heard me. People watch her fart. I'm like, yo, we got some sick people around here,
Hey,
man.
listen, oh, we don't kink shame. We do
Nah,
not.
nah, no. So I
I
take
ain't.
that back. We got some
Yeah,
people that like some freaky things.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's that's nicer.
only
Cause
thing,
I ain't
only thing
paying
with
farting.
only thing I can't get with is like the defecation and the peeing because that becomes a health issue. You know what
You
I
don't think farting become a health issue? You can't breathe. You choking. You passing out. Like, is you paying for somebody to fart? Like,
bruh,
you didn't even get to
bruh,
smell it. What you paying for? How you know it's not a fart machine? You know?
yeah. Oh my god. Uh, Shaking my
Oh
head.
man.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
back to what we were talking about.
yeah. Back to what we was talking about.
Kendrick and Drake
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanted to even touch on, you were talking about football. Did you
Yeah.
see it's a little deviating, it's deviating a little bit from the NFL season. You saw Colorado get their behinds whooped yesterday, right?
Yeah, I seen it. I
Yeah.
seen it. It was kind of so it's payback from last year, by the way. So there's a lot of controversy that happened. So Matt Rule, he hands down, I think is not a good quarter. I mean, not a good coach. Well, he wasn't in the NFL. So
Mhm.
Matt Rule, they played Colorado last year. Matt Rule said something that made Shador get upset and try to come, and try to, protect his dad. But it wasn't really anything shady. But Shador, being Shador, no disrespect to him, but sometimes he get out of pocket.
Mhm.
So they had beef from last year, and Colorado beat them. So this year, I know they put it on the calendar because Nebraska now has a quarterback that they call him the young Patrick Mahomes. He practices with Patrick Mahomes, quarterback coach. He cuts his hair like he looks like Patrick Mahomes. He has his hair cut like Patrick Mahomes. He throws the ball. He mimics everything Patrick Mahomes. So this quarterback, they were saying, okay, now that Nebraska has a better quarterback, let's see what happens. Well, it's not about really the quarterback because stat wise, it wasn't that much different in stat wise. As far as I think they both threw 200 between 238 250 yards, so that Shador did throw an interception. The other quarterback had 2 touchdowns to Shador one, but Shador doesn't have a line. Now I'm not making up an excuse, but because that's something Coach Prime should have taken care of. But
Mhm.
at the end of the game, the quarterback from Nebraska and the teammates did this. That stupid thing that Shador does with his
Oh,
wrist, with his
yeah,
watch.
watch, yeah.
Yeah, they took a picture stunting with their watch and posing. I'm like, well, that's what happens when you have a niche and you don't win, somebody's gonna throw your
Yeah,
whatever you do back in your face.
you got to be able to take what you dish.
Yeah, yeah. So Shador is not Shador. It's not Shador. It's the offensive line. You can't. Quarterbacks only have like 3 seconds to throw the ball, between
Right,
3 to 4 seconds to throw the ball. If your line isn't good, then you don't have 3 seconds. Now
right.
you gotta run around, dash. You gotta do extra stuff. That's why you see these quarterbacks always doing like scrambles because sometimes the offensive line, as soon as you go, the people, the defense is already on you. So that's one thing they should focus more on and less. I don't want to say showboating because they really have nothing to showboat this year for, meaning Colorado. But I think this is one thing they should really focus on is getting the line because Shador's out of here. Yes,
Do you
Shador
think
last year.
he going to NFL?
But that's
Or
the problem.
he gonna try to go to NFL?
He's good enough to go to the NFL, but if the team stink
It's not going to go
yeah,
down.
exactly. His stock gonna go down. You know?
I just quick sidebar,
Yeah.
Jessica Lurie, I would make you a moderator. Only thing is, nothing's really popping off right now. So if anything is going crazy later on, then we'll make you a moderator. Okay. So just
That
wanted to.
sounds good.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Jessica.
I'm learning this. I'm learning this system a little bit more. Listen, what we in? We in like 7 episodes deep, six, seven
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what. Yeah, so we're getting used to this live thing. We're starting to flow, all that stuff. But did you have anything more to enter add about? Really, really. That's very. You see that, right?
Yeah, I
You,
see that.
all right, Jessica. Listen, I'm gonna make you a mod. I'll make you a mod. Just what do you call it? Um, just yeah, just see what you can do about all this crazy stuff going on right here. All right. And let I want this to backfire. I make you a mod and then you end up tripping too. Okay. But Jessica, you're a mod right now, okay? And so I just need to get all this crazy stuff out the chat. But go ahead, Ray.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
listening.
So no. So shout out to the NFL. Like I said again, it just starts today, 1 o'clock. I like to watch Red Zone. I'm curious to see how these teams gonna play. Last Thursday was a great game. With the Baltimore Ravens and um, damn, I'm about to say Cincinnati and the Chiefs. Good game. Good
Mm.
game.
Oh, going back
Uh,
to NFL. Okay, got
yeah,
you.
yeah. NFL, and shout out to the Eagles. That was a good game as well.
Oh, my
Hey, I
sister,
hope Jordan
oh,
Love gets better.
my
That's the quarterback for Green Bay. He just signed a big deal. So I mean, but
yeah.
yeah.
My
So
sister was
enough
so
about football, right?
yeah. No, I got it. Don't worry, I got it. But my sister, just so y'all know, my sister and I, Tay Stokes, we have our own kind of offshoot podcast of AVIOT called AVIOT Sports Talk with AVIOT. We've been on pause for a little bit because football season has been going on and Tay hasn't been watching any other sports. So you might see
Believe
her
me, I heard.
yeah, you might see her popping back up again. So that's that. But I will say, just with football, what I like about the football season starting
Yeah.
is a lot of these sports newscasters, these podcasters that know nothing about women's sports can now
Hmm.
go back to your male sports and leave the women's sports, specifically the WNBA, alone because they have been terrorizing true fans of the WNBA and other women's sports during this time period.
Yeah.
Sticking on the WNBA,
Hmm.
I don't know if you heard the news, but our dear Angel Reese is out with a season-ending injury.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard about it this
I
morning around
felt
11:34. I was
last.
like, I wonder how Jay Stokes feel about this.
I fell to my knees last night. Okay, when I saw that, I was like, like my
Yeah,
heart, my heart. It really it really hurt my spirit because she's been having a very great year,
yeah,
and for you to be drafted number 7, no
yeah.
one's expecting much out of you, and to be in the rookie of the
You
year
don't
comp
think so? I mean, draft the numbers. Well, I don't know how the WNBA
that's
works,
not
but I think 7 is good.
it's not the NBA. It's different. It's different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could tell. You're
It's
saying it
different.
right now. So
Yeah. I'm just saying the fact that really how she's been performing, she's been in the top 2 in terms of performance.
mhm.
Now, the other great rookies too, right?
Yeah,
Rakia, so that's my girl. I've been following her since Tennessee, and she's been killing in Tennessee. Camila Cardozo, I love that woman too. Um, JC Sheldon, she's somebody that people haven't really been paying attention to. She plays for Dallas. She's
mhm.
also really good. She's amazing. Just this whole rookie class, Aaliyah Edwards, UConn all day. You know, Connecticut natives here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been quite a season. But yeah, I'm hurt about Angel, and it is what it is. Chicago was in the playoff run. Hey, they might still make the playoffs. They're the 8th seed right now. There's only 12
yeah,
teams in the WNBA. 12 teams in the WNBA right now, so we'll see what happens there. But that's been tough. A main sports podcaster that I have been having an issue with when it comes to the WNBA is Stephen A. Smith.
hmm
I don't know if you've seen his back and forth with legendary basketball player Cheryl Swoops. Have you been hearing anything about that at all?
No, I've been really disconnected from the whole ESPN. So if unless So yeah, and I haven't had anything pop up on my YouTube. So no, I've been disconnected. I seen like clips, but I'm not really on it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what's up? Talk to me.
Just real quick, Electric Avenue. You want to know what Ja Rule thinks about this? Where did Ja Rule come from? Like these random questions. Sometimes I don't get it.
You better than me because when I saw that, I was like, I don't know what the hell that means. So
Oh my god. Yeah. So Stephen A.
my
Smith.
bones feel like jelly. Yeah, okay.
Uh huh. Yo, y'all in the comment section, constructive com-
Yes.
constructive comments. And Chelsea, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you for the comment. What I I I don't like what Stephen A. Smith is doing with Cheryl Swoops in terms of Cheryl Swoops has had comments about the rookies entering this season,
Correct.
specifically Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And it always seems like those two are brought up together in conversation, right? And she was saying at the beginning of the season that they're going to have an adjustment period. They're going to struggle. They're not going to come out the gates and be great, but they will adapt. And that's what happened. They came out and they struggled, and they adapted to the league.
Hmm.
And basically, Cheryl Swoops got some of her facts straight, her facts wrong when it came to Caitlin Clark, and people just jumped on her about that. Cheryl Swoops apologized about it. She said, I got my facts wrong. But ever since then, people have been calling her a hater, saying that she's hating on Caitlin Clark. And Stephen A. Smith has been on this one-man bandwagon, just talking about how the league needs Caitlin Clark so badly. She needed to be on Team USA, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, Stephen A., what is with your obsession with this woman? Like, let her be. Let her play her game. And so basically, Cheryl Swoops went on her podcast, and it's called Queens of the Court. And I think it's the official or unofficial podcast of the WNBA, or it's affiliated with the WNBA. And she was talking about the Indiana Fever, who Caitlin Clark's team is. I'm trying to summarize this really fast, so if I'm talking really fast, that's why.
It's all good.
She was trying to talk about how the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark's team, was doing well. She was congratulating other players on the team. And so Stephen A. Smith gets on his podcast saying, Cheryl Swoops, you're a hater because you're not congratulating Caitlin Clark. And Cheryl clapped back and she's like, yo, I can talk about whoever I want to on my podcast. I have relationships with the players that I was complimenting on the Indiana Fever. And so then Stephen A. Smith goes and gets Nancy Lieberman, who's a former WNBA player, on his podcast. And they start pretty much dumping on Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops pops off on Twitter and is like, listen, Stephen A., nah, what you're doing is wrong, blah, 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 talking her junk. Stephen A. then gets back on his podcast. You know, he loud talking. So it's been a back and forth. The last of it that I've heard thus far, I listened to the recent episode of Queens of the Court, and Cheryl Swoops was saying that, listen, I never got contacted by Stephen A. Nancy Lieberman has never called me. And this is a whole bunch of nonsense. Stephen A., just because you're loud doesn't mean you're right. You know, they call him Screaming A. That's his nickname.
Screaming A, yeah.
My whole issue is I'm not a fan of black women deal with enough as it is. And I really am not a fan of black men dumping on black women more, and especially with Stephen A. Smith jumping on Cheryl Swoops and inviting a non-black person on his podcast to pretty much dump on Cheryl Swoops. I don't like that. So I'm like, yeah, go back to football, go back to basketball. You are new to this WNBA space. Some of us have been following the WNBA women's basketball for years. And I don't like this negativity that's been coming in this space. It's not cool. Like, let these women ball. You've had female ballers that have been killing it for years. And we don't need y'all coming in saying now that Caitlin Clark's in the league, now she's going to save the league. Newsflash, the WNBA was already on an upward trajectory. The reason why the WNBA was stagnant in terms of viewership, now their attendance was still great, but their viewership was stagnant for a little bit because they weren't allowing the games to be on major sports networks. So that's my rant there. Did you have anything else to add? Because
hey, listen, you know why? Because you're passionate about the WNBA. I really have nothing much to say, but I just have a problem when someone speak their mind is considered hate. You know, everyone has their own opinion on how they feel about anybody. You know, that's how I feel. So for the back and forth, you know, it's so funny. I don't really care too much about the non-black person on Stephen A. Smith show. What I really more care about is we should all have the right to say if we like somebody or don't, and leave it alone. You know, at the end of the day, it's something called an opinion, right?
Right.
You know, you and I, you and I, we have disagreements, but we don't air it out. We don't stop talking to each other. It is what it is. You know, not everybody's going to like Caitlin. Not everybody's going to like Angel. Not everybody's going to like whoever else. It's just sad that we only know about those two because that's what's in everyone else's mouth. And I feel sorry for the other rookies that are doing well and they can't get any shine because their name isn't Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark. You would think they're the only two people that graduated and actually went to WNBA this year.
Right. And what I must say, though, is I don't know how you can hate on Angel anyway. I mean, this woman is a superstar. Okay.
Well, hey, you already know how I feel about Angel. I'm 50-50. You know, I'm waiting to see, personally for me, I'm waiting to see that game improve. I think she's on the trajectory of getting better. Sorry for her injury because, once an injury happened, you fall by the wayside. The only good thing about her is that I don't think that will be her because, she still has endorsements. So she still can, she still can be out and about. I hope her, I wish speedy recovery. It's kind of crazy how they're not really saying what the injury is. Are they?
It's a wrist injury.
Okay, wrist injury. Okay. So besides that, like I said, for me, I'm still waiting. Look, I'm waiting to see what Caitlin Clark got to offer. I mean, you got to be more than just a 3-point shooter because I don't particularly like her shot. But hey, listen, I just sit back and watch. I sit
Now,
back and watch
she's a great.
because I'm one of those guys you're talking about. I don't know too much, but I can tell you what the eye test is saying. And I feel like I've seen better rookies that are not getting the shine that they are, for good or bad. I mean, I'm saying for good or worse.
No, Caitlin's a great passer. She's very turnover prone. So
Yeah.
your turnover ratio, hers would be trash.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, like I'm waiting to see. What I really try not to base anything on rookies, man. I don't put no pressure on
Yeah,
rookies.
it's their first season. They're going to continue to get better, and that's why even with Angel, I know you're talking about the eye test with her.
Yeah.
Trust, Angel does a lot of things that people do not see. When she's on the court,
Hmm.
her team does significantly better, and
Well,
it's.
we'll see. Because God forbid she's out now and the team start going like
I hope
this.
I hope that happens though because that'll be good for them. That
It'd be
that
good for them, but then I think it would be like then it would give the people who don't like Angel, even though they'll find any reason not to like her, any reason to talk bad about her. But we're like, hey, look, ever since she's been out, now look at the team. So it's kind of like it sucks. It's not fair. It's not fair to any of them, mental health wise, dealing with this pressure that they should not. Only thing they should be doing is playing basketball. Being a good role model to the community and trying to push this sport forward, just like what we want for the men. That's it. You
that's true.
know
Just to
what's
address
up?
some, it's Fortnite King. Can you play circles? Are you talking about the song "You Got Me Going in Circles"? That song? Because
Yeah.
I don't know how to play music on here. I don't know if you can play music on.
I
And,
know.
and
Bust
then
out a boombox, put it to the speaker.
Frank Black, "Do You Cuddle After You Kiss a Guy?" We are heterosexual here, and we are married, so that
Yeah.
apply.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
And
I don't
T.
know about that, but you guys, any questions? If I don't know it, I don't know it. But
Yes,
yeah,
that's that WNBA. Speaking of matters involving women, I want to
yeah.
go back to Dochi. Her name is Dochi, not Doichi. We were talking about her on the
Oh
podcast.
yeah, it was hilarious. How you listen? I think I was calling Dolce. So
Do- yes, her name is Dochi. So Dochi,
Dochi, oh Dolce.
Do,
Okay,
Do,
Dolce. Gotcha.
female hip hop artist signed with TDE, a music group. Y'all listen to her album, Dochi. She has no what? It's a mixtape. So I did look. It is a mixtape.
Okay, I thought they called it a mixtape.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I
It's
know
called
all them songs.
Yeah, it's called Alligator Bites Never Heal. That's the name
Yeah,
of the mixtape. I'm telling you, if you want a breath of fresh air, you want a female rapper with something that's different. And y'all, I see my bars are low on my phone. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know
yeah,
if y'all just put in the chat if y'all can hear me. I know you can hear me, random, but I don't know if people in the chat can hear me. So yeah, y'all should if y'all want a breath of fresh air when it comes to female hip hop, something that's different instead of just talking about their sexuality all the time, which is okay. It's okay to talk about your sexuality. I just think it's getting blown out of proportion, right? Just like with male hip hop artists talking about how many ops you murk, it's getting blown out of
yeah.
proportion.
I agree.
If you want to listen to something different, Dochi, that's who you want to listen to. She she's killing it. I listened to her mixtape multiple times. Can you believe random? Someone came out and talking about the mixtape didn't it wasn't cohesive. It didn't flow. I'm just
Hmm.
like, well, if it's a mixtape,
Hmm.
then it's not supposed to flow. But I thought it flowed fine.
Well, you know what? Like I said again, you and I we spoke about it. I gotta give it a listen. 18 songs. My attention span is kind of hard after track
7 minutes.
five.
It's 47 minutes. 47 minutes. That's the name. That's the length of the mixtape.
All right. Yeah. Well, after football, I'll give it a chance. Football ends at 8 o'clock tonight. Then the 8 o'clock game comes. You said 47 minutes. Okay.
Yeah,
Somebody halftime. I'll take a listen to.
shaking my head. Yeah,
By
it's
Wednesday, I'm gonna give you my true, honest opinion. But so far, I've been not
yeah,
a bad because I haven't really listened to it. But
yeah. It goes by quick. It goes by quick.
cool beans. I'll give
Yeah.
it. I'll give it a listen. Then.
With that being said, though, I know you said you had a hard cutoff at 1 Eastern Standard Time, so it's 101.
Yes.
So listen, thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Now, next Sunday, I will not be in the country, so we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do. But we will give y'all an update. Just make
Yes.
sure to follow the Chemistry Productions YouTube channel. That's what we are live streaming from, and we will give you an update regarding that.
Facts.
All right. Till next time, Random.
Peace.
Peace.